What's up, YouTube? I'm China, and you're now watching China2X on YouTube. Alright, today we're gonna do like a story time video. This video, I'm gonna throw the actual video in there, but this video is old, probably like 10 years old. I don't even know, to be honest. I know it was when I was in middle school, and I'm about to be my Jordan year. But it's about this day I had a fight with this girl named blank. I'm not even gonna say her name, I'm gonna say blank. How it started, we was in the auditorium one day. Listen, we was bad as fuck. Like, the whole school was bad. Well, at least my grade was bad. So when it came to lunch and recess and all that shit, like, we would dead have to do lunch and recess at 2 different periods. Like, it'd be a class a period. It would not be more than 2 classes eating lunch or at recess, because how bad we were. But with that being said, let me continue. We was in the auditorium, and me and my best friend, we was like sitting in the front rows, and it wasn't that many people in this auditorium. I say probably like 20-30 people at most. Like I said, they was only doing like 2 classes at a time, and just so happened it happened to be 2 girls sitting in the back of the auditorium. They're not in the last row, but they behind us, like a decent probably like 7-8 seats behind us. So out of nowhere, I'm talking to my best friend, and a paper just fly out of nowhere. So I picked up the paper because it ended up hitting me. So I'm like, all right, the paper hit me, maybe it's a note or something. So I open it, there's nothing in it. I go to turn around, it's these 2 bitches laughing and shit. So I'm like, they're like, oh, it was for her, it was for her, like pointing to my best friend, talking about it was for my best friend. But there's nothing on this paper, so how is it for her? Even if it was for her, like, I'm sitting right next to her, so 9 times out of 10 you're going to hit me. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? I don't believe your aim is that accurate. So that happened, and then I don't know, the bitch that I ended up fighting was actually my best friend's ex-best friend. So I felt like it was some tension there. And then on top of that, it ain't had nothing to do with the situation. Never will. It never will. Point blank period. But then the person that I was dating was also her ex person she was dating. So somehow her and her bestie found me on Facebook, right? You know, bitches go digging. Her and her bestie found me on Facebook. Now, we on social media going back and forth probably like for the entire night, because it was not lasting no longer than a day. So I got tired of all the politicking or whatever. So I was like, alright, you know what? I'm done with this. When I see you, it's on site, point blank period. So next day came, mind you, we go to the same school, so when I see you, it's on site basically means as soon as I go to school tomorrow. So next day come, it was like what, like probably like 8:30, 9 in the morning, and I get picked up by the precinct sergeant because I had to do community service. I didn't know how to do community service. It like completely slipped my mind, because I didn't think I was gonna go anyway. Like, I was like, fuck that shit, I ain't going. But they came and got my ass. So I was low-key tight because I came in school, I did not see her. I went to my class, I did not see her. So like, how it looked to them was like I didn't come to school, or like I was pussying out. You get what I'm saying? So that shit was like having my skin boiling this entire time with me like doing the whole community service. So if y'all want to find out why I had community service, that's a whole nother story time. But yeah, like, So this entire time of the community service, I'm asking the sergeant, oh, when are we gonna be back? Are we gonna be back before school hours? And nobody wants to answer me. Nobody wants to do nothing. So at this point, I'm mad. I'm over here trying to figure out ways to let this bitch know I'm still coming, even though I ain't come to school. Like, I came to school, but bitch, they took me. Like, I just want to let you know that. So, just so happened we actually get to school like 30 minutes before school about to let off. I'm like, oh yes, because she thought I was pussy. Oh yes. So, I feel like shit was either meant to happen for a reason, or people was like, the sergeant or whatever was put onto the situation before I even knew. Cause like once we got back to school, it wasn't like they allowed us to go in. Well, they didn't allow me and another one of my friends to go back into class. They held us in the guidance counselor's office until school, the school bell rang. So probably like 5 minutes before school bell rang, they were like, okay, Miss you can leave. So like as soon as that happened, somebody walked in and it was like, oh, Valencia, we see and the math class. Now, if you go to any middle school that I know of, then you know that y'all all share the same math teacher. Y'all all go to that one class, so you know where the math class at. So this specific math class was literally like a door away from the guidance counselor's office. And just so happened, this specific math class, like the door on the class, it wasn't like a full door, it was like a glass screen. But like, we was just so bad that shit always was out. So it was out, and I was walking down and I saw her through the thing, like through the I ain't gonna say screen, I saw her through the door because it wasn't no fucking screen. And she like, oh, what happened? I thought it was when you see me, it's on site. I'm like, yeah, it is, but it's a teacher standing right in between me. And then as soon as she's saying it, the sergeant popping up, coming from the other staircase, because there's 2 different staircases. The sergeant coming from the staircase closest to me. She's like, Miss Jackson, oh, go home. So I'm like, alright, you know what? I'm gonna go home. I went home. I'm like, if she in math class, she in math class, because she gotta go to after school. So I'm about to wait for this bitch for after school hours. And that's exactly what I did. I went home, changed my clothes, put up my hair, put on my scruffle shoes. I'm gonna call them that. Put on my scruffle shoes, and like, me and my sister, I didn't even, first of all, I did not let nobody know, because I don't have to be with nobody to be me. So I ain't let nobody know. Like, just so happened my sister saw me getting dressed or whatever, and she like, where you going, this and the third. I'm like, bitches want to fight, bitches want to be trying to bully me and shit on social media. I show her everything like before the shit happened, so she already knew what it was. So she could not calm me down or nothing. Like, I just kept walking. We got to the school building, and we got there probably like 5 minutes before after school let out, because I didn't want the bitch to be like, oh, I came out, you wasn't there. None of that. I didn't want none of the misunderstandings to happen. So that's exactly what I did. So at this point, I'm standing on, like, the way the shit's set up, the school is on this block, and directly across the street, like diagonally across the street, it's a corner store. So like, if you stand in the corner store, you can see people walking out of the school building. So I'm standing in the corner store, I finally see like people walking out, so I start walking out. So I cross over to the other side of the street, but I'm still like directly in front of the school. So I finally see her. Now at this point, I see her, she see me, she see me, see her. And instead of her like trying to come diagonally across the street to address me, she gonna try to go straight to get the crossing guard attention, talking about some, oh, why you running? She said some shit like that. She like, why you over there? Why you over there? Basically trying to alert the crossing guard that I want smoke. So I'm like, I'm not even about to cross the street because that's on school grounds. So I crossed back over, back to, because like I said, the school was here. and the store is here. I crossed over and I crossed back over because she was trying to give me a come on that side where it was school grounds, so I wasn't trying to do that. So I crossed back over because then she started trying to walk down this block, and I'm like, nah, she wanted this smoke, she gonna get this smoke. So I'm walking down the block going that way, but I'm on the other side, and at this point I'm like, I'm not letting her go no further. So I start crossing the street. I'm crossing the street. She like, why you running? Why you running? Why you running? And then this happened. Warning, this part of this video contains extreme violence, or as I like to call it, a good ass whooping.
Get out her way!
It was so small. Yeah, shake this bitch off for you because she grabbing too much. I was fucking her face up. I ain't even gonna lie.
Get off her!
She was dead ass getting face shots. She kicked me in my face and all that. Stupid motherfucking bitch. The country came out of me.
Get off her! Get off her!
Look at my bestie in the back in her gray coat.
I ain't put enough.
Yeah, she was right. It was enough because I wasn't going nowhere but jail.
That's a no-no. Sorry. Oh, she bleeding. Get off her. Come on.
Honestly, after watching this video, I honestly feel like I did a little bit too much. But like I said, I was bullying the bully, and that's exactly what happened. But if you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, because I will be dropping more videos like this. And bye guys.